I had a completely different cold open written here, and I'm not going to give you the backstory of why I'm changing it to this, but Bent just typed in our host chat, if I had an ass like hers, I would have a song about it too, LOL. Is he talking about Nicki Minaj? Or is he talking about Lady Moonberry? The world may never know.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly. What's up, swingers? Welcome to episode 20 of Thralls Balls. I am Wooly, joined as I always am by Gershom and Bentolas. What's up, yo? How you guys doing? How y'all doing? All right, I'm doing good too.
Yo, swingers, Wooly, Gershom, what's up? Back?
I'm here. No, I'm back. Can I talk about what I did this week just real fast?
Go for it.
I played No Tokus pretty much a lot.
What did you do?
I played No Tokus a lot. I converted her to Venthyr. Not converted, basically chose her covenant as Venthyr. And I love the Mog. I love the mounts. I love the flayed shot, which basically gives you a free kill shot every 2 seconds. It's so silly. It's ridiculous. So it's basically every time flayed shot does damage on an enemy, which is for 18 seconds straight. So every time you do damage, you get a free kill shot. And I'm just rolling through. I'm liking it a lot.
So is flayed shot the one that the icon is it's kind of red with a white arrowhead in it, or am I thinking of a different one?
No, that's exactly what it looks like. You're right.
Yeah, and you can really just blow shit up with that.
It's proccing so much that the kill shot has a 10-second cooldown, and this little proc that I get, it procs so often that kill shot is not cooldown. So I guess
nice.
It's proccing more than every 10 seconds. Other than that, I ran some dungeons with the Daenerys guys. I went with Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron.
Yep, I got some new pants. I got my pants from 134 to 184. And other than that, it was kind of like a weird thing. I was just kind of generally shit posting and Discord chatting more. And that was it. I had some shitty Torghast groups. Blech.
Yeah, shit posting makes the world go round. Honestly, yeah. Okay. Torghast, I think I've only ever done Torghast in a group once. Just because I prefer to be able to take my time. And it's kind of why I don't do a lot of mythic dungeons. Or even regular dungeons, for that matter, you know? Because, if I'm oh, man, I need a sandwich, and I can step away and get a sandwich, cool. Yeah, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
And Venthyr, I love... I'm be honest with you, I'm not crazy about their flying mount. But I do love that, that Gargan bear thingy. The bear wolf made out of stone thing.
I like the bear thing, and you can tame the pets too. So I do definitely want that. It sucks though that it doesn't fly, but whatever.
What does their male set look like for hunters? I'm looking this up right now.
It's red and gray and black. It's very typically Venthyr. I don't have the game open right now, but
I'm Googling it. I want to see. This is great for the
But
audio
also
listeners.
You have to remember things are account wide now. So bat that I got on Gershom, if I get the Venthyr looking armor, I could use the bat that Gershom got on No Tokus. So that's great.
That's true. So, I guess what I've been up to in WoW is, listen, full disclosure here, we tried to record once already. Not gonna really say what happened, but we had some shit blow up on us and just didn't work anymore after that and had to start over. But I was talking about in the first time how I was switching mains to my druid, and it remains to be seen if I will change my mind to go back to the warlock at some point, but maybe I'll just have 2 mains. I don't know. But I've decided I want to play my druid specifically because we'll get into this in the news, but the mage tower is coming to TIMEWALKING in 9.1.5, and there's a fell werebear, and I fucking want that shit. It looks awesome. Like, my druid has been around since like January 2008. He's been a feral all these years, and I don't think I've given him enough attention, so maybe it's time. That's pretty much all I've been up to in the game, though. IRL, got myself a new girlfriend. She's awesome. Shout out to Shay. So I've been spending a lot of time with and talking to her, so I wasn't playing WoW enough. You know, crucify me for that. That's the worst thing I could ever do. So yeah, I'm thinking druid time. Ben, what have you been up to?
My prediction is you're gonna get the bear skin unlocked, then you're gonna switch back to warlock.
Probably, because I like having a tanking option available, but tanking in practice, I'm not very jazzed about. I tried to do it in Nyalotha and didn't stick with it on a demon hunter.
So what I've been up to is basically I'm continuing that trial with Mythic raiding. We killed Mythic Ner'zhul this week, and now we're progging Mythic Painsmith. And let me tell you, as difficult as that fight on Heroic, it's so much worse on Mythic, because like
really?
during the intermission phase where you have to like dodge the spikes, you balls now roll across horizontally.
Oh,
so
no.
Yeah, and then like the flame things come out like more often, and you can't, like, you have to group up together, so you can't just like go off and do your own fucking thing. So it's like wild, but like we're getting there. We're towards the end of the night, we were keeping everyone alive, and we were actually using lust on the ads, because another change is after that phase is over, you have to take the strategy is you take the warlock gate, so you all go to one area when it ends, because then a bunch of ads spawn and you have to kill those ads in 10 seconds, or they like they get a cast off that wipes the raid. So it's fucking wild. It's a lot of fun though, and I'm really enjoying it.
Dude, raid fights are so much more involved these days than they used to be. And people, I mean, we've gotten proof in the pudding from like Classic and BC Classic that the old raids were not as hard as people thought. We just didn't know as much then. But man, that sounds super complicated. So let me ask, like these balls that are going horizontally, is it like filling the entire platform, or are they like staggered, or is
they come out all at
it?
So they come out all at once, but it's every other tile.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always, yeah, but like the spice come a lot faster, and you have to use like all your whatever. Like we actually, so it's crazy. I don't want to like blow up this section, but like we have people whose job is they don't even come to the raid. They just watch and they call out like cooldowns for people. So they'll be like, all right, Gershom, use your Wind Fury totem here, or not Wind, whatever the one that makes your one fast.
Gershom the Shaman.
Yeah, Gershom the Shaman, use your totem here, and then like after like that goes away, it's like, okay, Wooly, use your roar on your druid. It's crazy, like the amount of like they actually have people whose job is just to watch the raid and like.
I don't think I'd ever want to do that. That sounds incredibly hard.
It's
like,
not too hard.
Too much to pay attention to.
Well, it's not, because what we do is we just mark one person, and the guild I'm reading with, their philosophy is just follow this one person, because he's the only one that needs to learn how to do the dance. If you just follow him, you'll be fine.
All right. So is that about it? What you've been up to in the game?
Yeah, and to touch on your thing with the druid, I've been leveling a druid tank, and I'm super stoked about the bear skin we were talking about. But we could get more into that in that.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I suppose this is as good a time as any to move on into the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah. Are you guys excited for that?
Yes.
There we go.
Bent is ready.
I love, like, the other way was cool, but this way is so much, I don't know, I like guessing.
Right. There's just so much more different directions you can go to try to get going. All right, let's get into it. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah. Before we get into it, please only partake of the mixed drink of the week if you are of legal age or legal whatever to do so. And it is not our responsibility to keep you alive. I don't know why I worded it that way, but anything that happens to you is not our fault. Let's say that. Just be smart, drink responsibly. Don't drink if it's illegal for you. Anyway, we've been going backwards through the armor type by class spec. Class at a time, out reverse alphabetical, words are hard. Anyway, short version is we've gotten now all the way to the Vengeance Demon Hunter. I suddenly realized are more than halfway through the classes, and I'm not really... I think we would have been halfway through like 2 or 3 episodes ago. But then the Guardian Druid threw a wrench in the gears. So the drink this week is the Fiery Brand from the Vengeance Demon Hunter. And for those of you who, like me, get Vengeance and Havoc mixed up, Vengeance is the tank one. I get those two mixed up a lot. So, what do you guys think is in a Fiery Brand?
Gershom, why don't you go first?
Fuck Fireball. I'm gonna go with Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Cinnamon whiskey. Yep, they have a cinnamon whiskey too, and it's way better. And honestly, it doesn't make you as sick as Fireball made me. But I'm diabetic, so I think when something has a lot of sugar, I don't feel very good.
Fireball made you sick?
Yeah, because it has a lot of sugar, so I was like, no, yeah.
I'd almost think like the cinnamon in it would like have a... No, I'm thinking of ginger, not cinnamon.
But the Jack Daniel's cinnamon whiskey or like fire whiskey or whatever it is that they have, that's my cut. That's it.
I'll have to try that. I love Jack. What else do you think is in it?
I'm stuck.
That's all right.
Go, Bent. Go, Bent. Go.
I agree with you. I do think it's going to be in that sort of realm. So I'm going to go with Fireball Whiskey. I'm going to go with... Now, I'm thinking about the spell because I have been playing a Vengeance Demon Hunter a little bit. It like shows up green, I think, when you activate it. So I'm going to go with Mountain Dew. And then it's going to have a little bit of kick in it. So I'm going to go with a shot of hot sauce as well.
Well, you're both really close. Actually, Gershom's one ingredient she guessed is right on the money, except it is actually Fireball. So, it is a shot of Fireball, a shot of lemon juice, Mountain Dew, as he said, Bent. There's no hot sauce. I thought about it, but then I was like, I put hot sauce in too much. So, lemon juice, Fireball, Mountain Dew, and I'm like, what else can I do to this? And then I was thinking about the Vengeance Demon Hunter. The Fiery Brand doesn't do this so much as like the sigils they put on the ground, but there is like a ring of their sigil, you know? So I went and got some green and some yellow specialty sugars, and I'm making a little sigil around the rim of the cup in these like fell colors. So like, listen to this shit. Haven't heard that sound in a while, huh?
ASMR.
ASMR. So, that's around the... I've been so excited about this drink all day, you guys. So, I put that in there. Where'd my lemon juice go? Now, where's my shot glass? So, I'm going to dump some lemon juice into the shot glass. But not too fast, because last time I did this, I spilled lemon juice everywhere.
Hold on, wait. I want to ask Ben, what does he think of this? Do you think the drink is going to be good or not? Because I don't think it's going to sound very good.
I think the drink would have been fine. I think the lemon juice is going to be like the odd ingredient out. I think lime juice would have been better, but we'll find out.
You know, I did have that thought, but I already had the lemon juice, and this way it was cheaper.
Fair enough.
All right, so I put in the lemon juice. Time for the fireball.
What do you think, Gershom?
I would try it. I would try it.
Ah! Okay, I dropped my bottle, but we're good. Sometimes I mix the drink like a little bit ahead of time to save time. But this time I didn't because I had to get the sugar on the rim, you know?
Yup.
All right, so looking at it, it definitely looks like I wanted it to. It definitely looks like a fiery brand. Just mixing it up a bit. All right, here we go. Over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole. Oh, damn. That's actually really good. That is really good.
Did you grow wings?
Like Red Bull?
No, like the when you pop meta and you turn into like a demon.
Yes, I absolutely grew wings. I can fly now. Oh god. I picked up some more of the sugar with the spoon and dumped it in, and now it's all bubbly. But damn, yeah, I would actually recommend trying this at some point. So again, it is 1 shot of Fireball, 1 shot of lemon juice. You can use lime juice if you like. Mountain Dew as the mixer, and a yellow and green sugar sigil around the rim of the cup. Next week is going to be the Havoc Demon Hunter. I kind of want to give you guys a jumping off point so that you have something to guess rather than last minute. So let's say the Havoc Demon Hunter is I-beams.
I was gonna say I-beam go Bert.
Yeah, man. Okay, so you have however long until we record the next episode, because that's something we actually got to figure out, because I'm gonna be out of town. And yeah. God damn, that's good. All right, let's move on to the WoW news.
Where would you rank it in the drinks you've done so far?
Definitely above even the Iron Fur 2.0. Iron Fur 1.0 is so low it's not on the list anymore.
Excommunicated.
I would put this in like maybe the top 5 so far. And
okay.
I feel like that's not saying much though, because this is a 20th episode, and one of them was a shitty version of the Iron Fur, so that's like 19 drinks that we made so far. Well, I guess that's saying something, right? So then there's 14 others that are
not as good.
Right.
I think like next time you do the meeting, if it's at like Gershom's or like are we calling it TBCon? I can't remember.
I guess we can.
I think we should do like those like tier lists. Like I think I did one at the beginning of 9.1. We should do like a tier list for the drinks.
Well, at this last one, if you recall, Gershom mentioned on the show that we did. I didn't partake because I was driving and I was scared to drink because I was driving. But everybody else made the what was it, Life Bloom?
We made the Life Bloom. Yeah, but that was last. Actually, we sat around most of the night drinking like Trulies and stuff. Yeah. Because people had to like get home and not be like super fucked up. But like right as they were leaving, I was like, dude, we have to make a Life Bloom. So I had the Lemon Eddie vodka and the club soda and stuff like that. And we did, and the mint leaves. Yep. And we made it. And everyone was like, damn, this is really fucking good.
Your kitchen smelled powerfully like mint.
Yeah, well, probably.
I will get a hall pass for next TBCon, and I will help partake in the drinking of Trulies because I love seltzers.
There you go.
You're gonna come all the way to Chicago to fucking drink some Trulies with us.
Well, we could do it somewhere else. Maybe we could do like the meat. I don't know. Never mind. We could talk about this.
Halfway between Chicago and Texas is like bougie ass fucking Midwest America, like Nebraska. Like, where are we going?
No, it's not there. That's north.
Okay, so we just take over a cornfield somewhere and just decide it's our own sovereign Thrall's Balls nation, and they can't do shit about it.
Dude, we could be like Chop in Seattle. But I was gonna say, before we derail it completely, I was gonna say like maybe we could like meet at BlizzCon one year or something. I don't know.
Dude, I would totally be down for that.
Dude. Oh my God.
100%.
I'm so ready.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that was mixed drink of the week. Let's do what did I say the next week's drink was? It was the
I-Beam.
I-Beam. That's right. All right, WoW news.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
So, nobody likes talking about the lawsuit going on, but you have to. It's important. So, there is some more information because now there is a second suit, this time being put forth in sort of a similar but different fashion. So, as reported by the Twitter account at a better ABK, as in a better Activision Blizzard King, because that's what they're pushing for. They're an account representing the people within Activision Blizzard King striving for a better work environment. And what they tweeted was, in partnership with Code-CWA, we filed an unfair labor practice suit with the National Labor Relations Board. If the NLRB rules in our favor, the ruling will be retroactive and we will set a precedent that no worker in the U.S. can be intimidated out of talking about forced arbitration. There is a link to this suit in the show notes if you want to go check it out. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on what that means, but essentially, from what I gather, it seems like Blizzard is kind of forcing its employees to not talk about things that they've been told they have to like reference legally speaking. I don't know. Is one of you smarter than me that knows what this is?
Ben, don't you work in like document destruction or something?
I'm across it. I don't really work in it. I think essentially what they're saying is that Blizzard just, if the lawsuit goes through, I think that it just nullifies like the NDAs and whatnot you have to sign, and it will get rid of like forced arbitrage. But basically, you can't appeal the arbitrage. Like, so for example, say like I'm just speaking things up. Like Gershom, say we're all working for Blizzard. I'm a manager. Gershom's my employee. She comes to me with sexual harassment allegations. We go to arbitrage. They say, okay, Ben's innocent. That's it. It's done. Gershom can't like bring it up anymore. She can't like appeal it, whatnot. Even if she gets like new evidence that shows I clearly did it, it's been ruled and decided.
So is that why they're trying to push people out of like arbitration or unionizing because they can't talk?
Unionization would eliminate arbitrage. You would go to court and everything, and the unionization would pay for your lawyers and stuff like that. Like it wouldn't be up to you to pay for it. Your union representative it'd be part of like your union fee, so to speak.
So then it's like, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. So like as being in and out of like retail management, I've always been in unions or out of them or whatever, and I never needed one. But like,
so
I don't know. I sorry, you know what I'm asking? Like, what is there a point to union fees, or are they just gonna force them to like not unionize?
So you pay union fees to your union, and essentially it goes to administrating all the work they do to make sure like you're represented properly. That's all it does.
So my question. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
No. Go ahead.
Well, my question. Pardon me. I got a mouthful. My question then is like. So, like, go back in time, say, I don't know, 5 years. If, like, Jessica Jones, like the superhero, let's say she worked at Blizzard, like, 5 years ago. And George Jetson worked at Blizzard 5 years ago. And he said something grossly sexual to her that she took issue with and went to HR about it. And they decided his punishment for doing that would be a day's suspension. Then they consider that matter finished. under the rules they're fighting against, does that then mean that she's not allowed to comment on that or go back to it or anything like that? And then with all of this stuff coming out, it kind of sounds then like Blizzard is worried about a bunch of situations like that coming to light. Am I reading into that right?
Essentially, like so that person wouldn't be able to get in trouble again, if that makes sense, right? Like, you can't retroactively, like, punish Joe Jetson. You suspended him for a day, you know, the matter is closed. Arbitrage just means, like, you can't appeal the decision, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, you know, like, if you go to court nowadays, like, you get charged with murder, you get found guilty, you could appeal it, you know? And basically, to make a long story short, the companies enjoy arbitrage because it costs less in legal fees, and the matter, it's done much more quickly. If there's no arbitrage, there's a lawsuit, it could drag on for we could probably die, and you could just continually appeal. There's like so many legal loopholes you could do. That's basically what the benefit of arbitrage is.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm just gonna have to accept that this one's a little over my head. But my takeaway here is that Blizzard was doing something kind of poopy, and they're going to be held responsible for it, or they're trying to people are trying to hold them responsible for doing something poopy.
Yeah, essentially it's just like, if you want to appeal it and then like you got new evidence that shows the person's completely guilty, if they get rid of the arbitrage stuff, then that person could be found guilty. While in arbitrage, it's done. You can't appeal it. Even if you get evidence finding the guy guilty, like, there's nothing the company could do really to punish that person, because the matter is set and closed. According to arbitrage, if they've been found innocent, it's done.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this suit then sounds like the right move to make by the workforce.
It is. You normally don't see arbitrage in individual situations. It's more like a corporate like lawsuit, like when two corporations want to sue each other.
They're basically right now a union without being on paper union, right? Because like they're kind of all working together.
They are, but they don't have the benefits that come with collective bargaining.
All right. So then moving on, there is another thing that's happening like tangentially to this, where most of what I say from this point on is my opinion about this, but the fact of the matter here is Blizzard, specifically the WoW team, are going into the game and changing old wall paintings and desexualizing them or whatever in patch 9.1.5. And here is my opinion on this that nobody asked for. I think this is not the way you show that you give a shit about what's happening. One, nobody really knew or cared that those paintings were there or that they're being replaced. Two, I think this is just further proof that Blizzard just doesn't get it, because nobody seems to be asking for anything to be handled with kids' gloves, right? They just want predatory behaviors and business practices to just stop, and they want people held accountable for the things they did, and they want shit like prominent female characters being over-sexualized, like I mean, she hasn't done anything this expansion, but Alexstrasza wearing a fucking metal bikini and stuff. That's the kind of thing they want change, not random little token gestures so Blizzard can say, look, we're doing something. This isn't what they're asking for, and it doesn't really change anything. And three, I don't think sexuality is something Blizzard should play police on. Just listen to your workers. Like, for example, they turned a painting of a woman in the game just into a painting of fruit. Like, it's the same painting in like the code strings and all that, or whatever you want to say. But I just think they're being really tone deaf about this whole thing, and I think this is a symptomatic thing of it. I'm not trying to feed into outrage culture by pointing that out or anything, but I don't think this is the way that they show they're trying to change. Am I totally off the mark here? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Gershom. You can go first.
Basically, I agree with you, Willie. Honestly, like, I think that is like the lowest level thing they could do to quote unquote like protect like that image. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's just yeah. It just seems like low key and sort of stupid. And I think as a big ass fucking active lawsuit Blizzard company, they could do more. I think that's it.
100%.
That's it. Yeah.
This is
I agree with you 100%.
This is performative, to say the least. Like, they're just doing
it's ass kissing, right?
Yeah.
Like, basically, yeah.
And I follow a fair amount of people on Twitter who are thinking the same way. And they're looking at it like... I've seen a couple takes that is like, Blizzard seems to be under the impression that if they pretend women are not sexual beings, then that means the problem goes away. And that's just not the problem that's being presented. Like, because
I feel like they're wasting... I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I didn't have anything else. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I just feel like it's like the most like minus move you could do. Like, it seems like the most bogus move you could do. Like, fucking put Alex Straza and all the fucking dragonflights in like real clothes. Like, why are they all standing around in bikinis? You know, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna change something that literally fans and people at BlizzCon have complained about.
Especially
like,
Ysera.
Put these fucking elves and night elves women and dragonflight women or whatever in clothes. Like, Calicos is not sitting around with a fucking briefer on and no shirt on. Like, why does Calicos have like full clothes? It just seems weird. I'm ranting a bit, but I know. I agree with you. I think that they need to do better with the recostuming and just all that stuff.
And they had a perfect opportunity with Ysera, because she is
and she's still there in the fucking heart of the forest, looking like just looking like...
And she is a character that's actively participating in this expansion.
And she still has like her fucking green bikini on.
Like, I don't know. I think Blizzard has too many suits, and I don't mean lawsuits, I mean suits. Like, people who just are so out of touch with the consumer base.
Like, so many hands in a pot, you mean?
Yes, exactly. Because the whole idea of sex sells that arose in like the 70s and 80s and roared straight through until today, like, that has really sunk deep. And so they look at it and they're like, well, this is what people like. This is what we're going to do. And then other people put it in who are like Alex Afrazi fuckface, who are like, yeah, I like this. And like, it's just disgusting. Anyway, I feel like we,
I don't... my opinion real quick?
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just want to like be a little devastated because I agree with you what you're saying. Like, I think they just need to like listen to the room. Like, Alex Straza and Ysera are these like wholesome like beings. Like, there's no reason for them to be like dressed slutty, so to speak, right? But like, I have no issue if they dress like Onyxia like that, right? Because she's like a edgy bad dragon, right? So I think it makes like sense. Like, maybe you could like throw like a scantily clad outfit on her. But I think like, for example, like Alex Straza and Ysera, like, they're these good, wholesome dragons that protect the world. So why are they dressed like, you know, like, I know it's like a little judgmental almost to speak, but I think there's like a balance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you or not, because it sounds like you're tiptoeing dangerously close to sexuality indicates evil.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I just think like there's a time and place. Like, I don't think all of it should be removed. I think they just need to be less tone deaf about, like, don't slap a fucking bikini on every female character, to like what you two said.
Certainly going out of their way to remove these paintings or change them. Look, if they wanted to do that down the line, I don't think anybody would have given a shit. But the fact that this is what they're focusing on instead of fixing the bigger issues is just mind-boggling. And I'm very conscious of the fact, Bent, that you and I are both guys talking about this very clearly being a women's issue. Because Gershom, I don't want you to speak for all women, but I also don't want to talk over you when you're trying to give your opinion on it. If that makes any sense at all. But maybe we should just move on to our happier news in the MAGE Tower, unless you guys have any last thoughts on that.
I'm ready for the MAGE Tower. I am ready. I can't wait.
Yeah, let's go. And I agree. To sum it up, I don't want people to think I do agree with you. It's just like low lip service level. So yeah, let's move on.
You like to play devil's advocate just to like get all angles considered. I understand that.
He does. Oh my god,
I should have been a lawyer, man. I should have been
a lawyer. You really
should
have.
Hey Ben, you're a Sagittarius, dude. You blow it up.
MAGE Tower has been confirmed to be coming back. Blizzard put out a blue post, and we did talk about this last week, but it had been like data mine shit then. Blizzard confirmed the MAGE Tower is reopening in 9.1.5 time walking, so near as I can tell, that doesn't mean when 9.1.5 goes live, that automatically means we get it then. I wouldn't be surprised if they arranged it that way, but I'm also not going to hold my breath for it. Anyway, what they have confirmed is that there is no nether shard cost, if you were concerned about that, like to go into the tower. Because that shit was annoying. Like, okay, I only have enough shards for one more attempt before I have to go farm more shards, and that sucked. For those who weren't really doing MAGE Tower then, you had to pay a certain amount of nether shards to get in there when the tower was up, which also came after a long grind of resource turn-ins. They have also said they're going to be normalizing the player power of it, so it'll provide a meaningful level of difficulty to current players, whatever the fuck that means. And yet, I gotta wonder, Gershom, you actually, I don't remember if you said this in the recording or if you said this earlier today, but it does make me wonder if it being time walking means it'll still be easier than it was. They've also said there is no artifact appearances available, which I think is a good thing, because, like, I don't want to sound like an elitist dick, but the people that got those things worked super hard to get them. And it says they were there. It says they put the time in. For example, I never got the original werebear on my druid, and I wish I had, but I don't want an opportunity to get it. I'll gladly take this awesome looking fell werebear you can get, which they've decided to do because otherwise it is a completely different animation and model that you can't get any other way. But you can't get the original appearances of it anymore. So if you have one of those, people know you were there.
That's the shit, though. That's the same thing we were talking about. I think it was before we were recording, but we were talking about like the earlier transmogs and the earlier werebear, for sure. Like, you should definitely have that if you did it before. Right. Absolutely.
Like, you see somebody running around as a fell werebear, they're like, oh, okay, they got that in time walking. Cool. You see somebody running around as a white werebear, oh shit, they put their shit in and they got it. One thing we will get out of this tower, though, is recolored tier 20 mythic sets, which look pretty cool, honestly. I don't know. Like, have you guys looked at them at all? Because Gershom, I don't want to slam your class at all, but I don't think the hunter looks very nice.
It looks like garbage, dude. Like I'm so over it. Yeah. No, you guys take this one away. I don't like the hunter set at all. I'm probably not even gonna farm it. I don't like it at all.
It looks like you just put a bunch of ticks on your face, you know, like the bug. It's gross. The druid one doesn't look all that good either, in my opinion, but it would be fitting of like a high mountain tauren, I guess, but not like a night elf. I don't know what the rogue one looks like. Ben, have you looked?
Not really. I'm not really into the whole collecting appearances, but I'll do the MAGE Tower just because I enjoy the challenge of like completing stuff on my own.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Me too.
Sorry to interrupt, Ben. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not like super grinding all the appearances or anything like that.
You know what I like about it is it's like it's got something that this game I feel doesn't have enough of, and that's a way to play solo in a meaningful way. Like, you can do Torghast solo, fine, but at the end of the day, it's giving you rewards that are like a stepping stone onto doing group content. Like, it's telling you, hey, you gotta get your legendary here so you can go do raids. I don't think this game has enough for solo players, and I get that it's an MMO, that the social aspect is implied, but still, like, I don't know, I'm rambling. But basically, the last thing to say about this is if you defeat all 7 challenges, which, by the way, are all set out the same way they were in Legion, same classes, go to the same scenarios, same spec to same whatever, excuse me, you get this mount, the Soaring Spell Tome, that I wrote Sorting Spell Tome for some reason in the notes. And it's, there's no model for that, but it was one of the mounts we voted on. And I'm not really crazy about it. I don't feel like I need it. I don't know. Like, not even without knowing what it looks like. I don't, you know, I don't think I'm going to try for it.
I wanted the slime cat. Sorry, Ben, go ahead. No,
you can go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted the slime cat. That's all.
I also wanted the slime cat. Give me the fucking slime cat.
I kind of agree with you. Like, I agree kind of almost everything you said, Bully. Like, I think that, one, there needs to be a little bit more individual content, I think, for solo-based players. But at the same time, like, as you said, it's an MMO. Like, you're supposed to be grouping up and playing with people to accomplish, like, the hardest stuff in the game.
Mm-hmm. Like, I guess you could look at, like, if you're going to try to go back and clear all the BFA raids solo, that would be hard, but probably doable if you really put in the work. Well,
can you
maybe
do that
not
right
BFA.
Now? Yeah, I think Legion, I think you could clear Legion if you're geared enough up until, like, Mythic. It's just, like, some of the fights, like, it's hard to do solo, because, like, for example, I forget which place, I think it's the Tomb of Sagaris, like, that ENR fight, like, you need multiple people there.
Oh, yeah, you cannot be all over the place on that fight on your own. There's too much going on. But I do remember I was doing Nighthold late in BFA on my own, but I think I only ever was able to take down the first 2 or 3 bosses on normal. Never anything higher. But I also didn't really put that much effort into it.
Yeah, I tried to do Mythic Emerald Nightmare on my Rogue, and I couldn't kill the first boss.
Yeah. Shit's hard. So then, one last thing for us to note before we're done with the news. This is something that should have always been the case, and I don't know why it's only happening now. But in 9.1.5, the /ignore command is going account wide. Meaning, if Bent whispers me from his druid named Mr. No Pants or something like that, and calls me a doo-doo head, and I ignore that character, he won't be able to just log on to another character named, like, also No Pants, or something like that with a slightly different name, to continue to harass, because it would automatically ignore every character on his account. And it should always have been that way, because it is way too easy for people to get around that thing so they can harass people that, for really stupid things. Like if you're in a dungeon and the guy didn't necessarily know that you weren't supposed to stand in the thing on the ground, or you were supposed to stand in the thing on the ground, and the guy screams at him, and then so you leave because you ain't about that shit, and then the guy that was screaming whispers you, why'd you leave, and then harasses you, he's able to keep doing that if you ignore him. So I think this is a positive move, and I think I'm babbling.
No, I agree with you. Like, I don't understand why, like, it wouldn't be like that from the first get-go, because, I mean, I have to say the WoW community, I think in itself, is one of the players, at least, is one of the most least toxic communities when you compare it to a game like League of Legends or CSGO. But I think, yeah, like, you'll get that one, like, shh. Yeah, or Overwatch. You'll get that one like shitter who like memorizes your name and has like 20,000 ults and just like that's just I don't know.
Or like they'll try to find you on an alt of yours by saying, well, maybe their alt has a similar name or whatever. And like, nope, get out of here. You're done. You're gone.
It's actually really easy to find people's alts now. You just need to type their character in on Raider.io. So hopefully no toxic shitters. Yeah, no, because you could tie like if your main character is tied into your alts on Raider.io, which mine is, you could just go onto my profile and you could see all my alts.
All right. Well, that's good to know. But with Ignore going account wide like that, I don't think that'll be a problem anymore. So that's all we have for the news. Let's move on to question of the week.
Question above the week.
So before we get into the question of the week, I'm going to tell y'all the next couple episodes are going to be recorded on a somewhat weird schedule that we haven't totally hammered down how we're going to do that yet, because I'm going to be out of town for a bachelor party and then a wedding. So we're still working out how we're going to do that. But so we're just to make it easier and so we don't miss anybody's answers, we're not doing question of the week for a couple of weeks. But now we have, last week we asked you, what would you have renamed Makari instead of Eridath? Wrong answers only. And believe it or not, we actually did get an answer from Twitter, which hasn't happened in a good while. It was from Starcy at StarbreeSaveLaws. I really hope I said that right. Savelas? Thanks for answering. They said that Rare still won't give me the Mount Land, Thar for short. I like it. Rest of our answers came from Discord. Gershom, you want to read Shanty's?
Sure. Shantyman says, sorry. I'd go whole hog on corporate tie-ins and name the zone White Castle.
I like it.
By the way, their fucking fried pickles are really good.
Would you believe it that I've grown up in this area? I have lived in, I mean, I guess not northern Illinois, but southern Wisconsin my whole life, and I have never had White Castle.
Oh.
It's so good better when you're fucked up, dude.
It is.
It is so good.
I mean, like, I've had the frozen shit you buy from the store, but I'm told it's not the same.
No, you need need the whole experience of waiting in line for 30 minutes when you're the only car there. You need to be drunk as fuck or high out of your mind.
You guys have just literally spent like 2 hours collectively in a drive-thru for drive-thru food.
Oh my god. When we started our second recording of this tonight, did I mention my drive-thru woes from earlier? I don't remember.
I don't think you did. Because I mentioned my Taco Bell one. I don't think you did though.
It was just a long wait. Anyway, more of our answers. I might tell that story in a minute. There's not much of a story to tell though. Bent, you want to go ahead forward with Aaron's?
Yeah. Sorry, anytime I hold my mouse talk button, it's closed.
Oh, I can read it. That's no problem.
I got it. Aaron says silence. He says it's just silence. Remove any writing or mention of it and actually not replace it with anything. So the players not in the... this doesn't make sense grammatically.
Not in the know, as in like
okay.
You're not in the know about it.
So that player's not in the know years from the encounter with this zone with weird pauses and go, what's going on here?
I like that idea, just going around not knowing what the fuck the zone is called.
Yeah, like I like the idea too. I just don't think WoW will be around long enough where that would ever play a factor, you know?
Yeah. Plus, this is a pretty big event happening, so people know.
I always hoped it would be like a Caribor thing. I said that last week. I think like I wish that they had done something more like Temple of Caribor, but
that would have been a really nice tie-in with the Black Temple Caribor, like you were mentioning. Yeah.
Exactly. So Adorno says mac and cheese or macaroni.
I like it.
Mac and cheese.
Gross. Oh my god, my kids eat that shit every fucking day and I can't even stand to smell it.
Is it the
like you
instant
just
stuff?
got sick of it or you don't like it anymore?
I don't eat it. It's gross. Like I try and eat a bite, and I'm like, ew, no.
Is it the Kraft one, like the one you make in the box?
It's both. It's Velveeta. It's Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's everything. Just pasta and cheese. My kids are all about it.
Oh, Gershom,
So-
I make a mean homemade buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Oh, no. We talked about this on the, sorry to pull in, but DNR Discord, we talked about it, and I love homemade mac and cheese. I just don't like the instant stuff.
Then I agree with you, because the instant stuff is garbage.
So
Thank you.
when you said mean mac and cheese, I was picturing like a gigantic elemental just made of mac and cheese, just beating everybody up.
Ew.
Gross. So
He's like the fucking gold guy. What was the guy that like was gold?
opulence,
the
but he'd be
Opulence, yeah.
like cheeseulence. Mac and cheeseulence.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Cheeseulence.
That's-
Do we have a
God.
show? Do we have a show title?
I
Mac
think
and
finally we do.
Cheeseulence.
Because I've been
Mac
sitting
and-
here. I've been sitting here this whole episode going, what the fuck am I going to call this one? I think we have
Mac
our title
and
now.
Cheeseulence.
So Vanderlyle says something that I initially told him I wasn't going to read on the show. But he says, McCosby sweet, hashtag a better ABK. I responded that I wasn't going to read that one. Vanderlyle responded to me with Mick can't read. Aaron responded to both of us with Mick controversial truth. Slide Whistle responded, and this is why I did end up reading it. He said, well, Wooly did say wrong answers only. I can't think of a more wrong answer. So there you go. I did end up reading it. For the record, I just want to make it clear that by reading that, we're not diminishing the shit that's going on, and the joke is made at the expense of the shit heels who made this mess, not meant to be at the expense of the victims. So am I skirting the line a little too close here? Should I edit this out?
No, I think you're good.
No, you're good.
All right, well, what would you guys call it? Let's start with Gershom.
I did not come up with anything. I've been shit posting all week, and I had absolutely nothing. So I will pass it to Bent.
I guess I didn't read it close enough. I thought you had. I'm looking at it now. You didn't. My bad. That's my fault. I wasn't looking close enough.
So I went with the low-lying fruit, and I'm going to name it Lady Moonberry's Pleasure Palace. Basically,
Oh my fucking god! Shut up.
She's not even from Argus, man.
I don't care. How do you know? She might have been in her original life.
You know what? You're onto something there. But also, she might be one of those beings that's just always been in the Shadowlands. She might have never been a living thing.
Well, she's in Underworld, though.
Dude,
So is the Winter Queen.
who-
She was never immortal.
Who is Lady Moonberry?
I'm just
Quest-
picturing like a 60 minutes on this.
Lady Moonberry. Yeah, so that would be my answer, the low-lying fruit. I'm trying to think if I can think of something else off the top of my head, like a play on words. Like, I like the mac and cheese one a lot. I like the Mick Cosby sweet thing. I thought that was funny, but I have a deranged sense of humor.
Mac and cheeseulence.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else we could have named it. I like the Caribor Temple idea from like a lore perspective too. Something tied into that. I don't know, Aaron. I'll hold my thoughts. Can't think of anything.
You know what? I think I accidentally deleted Crucifix's answer. Gershom, you got cut off halfway through a word, like your microphone cut out. Did your shit break?
I'm still here, I think. Hopefully.
Oh, yep, you're here. Okay. Sorry. I thought technology broke. Anyway, before I give my answer, because I forgot about Crucifix. I'm sorry, Crucifix. Crucifix says, no idea on a name. It was a It was a lush, richer city with purple hills. Maybe they bred their mounts in there in the mountains, so go with Elec Hills. I like that.
Ooh.
That works. And
That's really
like
good.
Noah, Velen boarded too on his ship, and when it crashed, that's how they made it to the Azure Mist Isles starting zone. That makes sense to me. That does make sense to me.
I will say that's a pretty well thought out answer.
I actually like the Ella kills things too,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of Alex around there. I know we were like, oh, shitty fucking posts only, but That was very well thought out.
Yeah.
Who did that? I'm sorry.
That was Crucifix.
Oh, Crucifix. What's up, dude? That was a very well thought out answer. Thank you.
I like that answer. I would have called it Argus McZone Face.
I actually spent some time with Adorno and Crucifix in the DNR Discord last night. They offered to help me help No Tokus run through some heroic dungeons, and I was busy. I was busy like at home and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. But they're like, just get on the Discord, and I'm like, what? And I was like, okay. So I got on and I chatted with Crucifix and Adorno. I couldn't run, but I had a great time with them.
That's awesome. So, as I mentioned, we're going to be giving the question of the week a rest for a couple episodes, just because logistically it makes sense to do that. Before we wrap on up here, what are our final thoughts? Ben, you got any final thoughts on the show tonight?
Craving mac and cheese now.
Dude, same. Gershom, any final thoughts?
When will it be my turn to cook mac and cheese for everybody?
TBCon 2022. That's when.
That's
final
it.
thoughts.
We're having mac and cheese. Yep.
And we have to call it MacNCheeseulence.
And we should dye it green so it looks like fell.
Yes. Fell MacNCheeseulence. Fuck yes. Okay. My final thoughts are I'm not good at this. That's my final thought. I'm not good at this game. So, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow the show at ThrallsBallsPod. You can follow me on Twitter at Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. You can follow Gershom on Twitter at Hunter Gershom, Gershom. That's all one word. You can follow Bentolas on Twitter at Bentolas_outlaw, BENTOLAS. You can send an email to us if you have any feedback at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can join the Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. It'll yeet you right into the server. And if you have a review you want to leave us, you can go to warcraftradio.com, click on the podcast directory, and just, hit Control F, type in Thrall's Balls. It'll bring you right to us because it updates in the order of who was the most recent to upload an episode. Thank you all for listening. See you in episode 21. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, swingers.